How difficult is it to self-service the battery on an iPhone 4S? This is Dan from Gear Diary. Let's take a look. Hi, Dan from Gear Diary. Today we're going to actually open up an iPhone 4S, swap in a new battery, and hopefully go from getting about an hour's worth of battery life on this iPhone 4S to having something substantially more. To do this, you need to go out and purchase the battery. They're pretty readily available. I picked this up on Amazon. I also got a kit that includes a suction cup, a couple of pry bars to get the battery out, and a number of different screwdrivers. First thing we're going to do is look at these screws down here, and we're going to open them up. They can be a little bit tight at first, and you can't use a standard screwdriver. Apple changed that a little while ago. So you actually want to take the screwdriver and very carefully unscrew each of the two screws. Now these things are tiny, so you want to actually put them somewhere where they're safe. A good idea actually is to put them on tape. I'm not doing that, but you get the idea. And then there's a second one on the other side of the 30-pin dock connector. And this one we're going to set aside as well. Now you're going to want to take the suction cup. You don't have to do this, but it does help. And ease the glass panel on the back up and out, and then place it to the side. Now the battery is connected down here with two little screws. So you're going to want to take the other screwdriver that's included and very carefully unscrew it, and hopefully it's magnetized and you can just take it up and put it out of the way. And then there's a second one right here. You want to take it and pull it up and out of the way as well. And that's number two. Now you're going to want to take the pry bars and very carefully pry the battery loose. You want to be very careful because if you're not careful enough, you may break something, and there is a good layer of adhesive underneath the battery. So that releases it. And then take it up very, very carefully, and it should just come right out. There we go. And the original battery is gone. Now you're going to want to carefully take the replacement battery and put it in place, putting the connector down first and making sure that it is seated properly, which it now is. Now the two little screws go back in place. Having this magnetized makes a big, big difference. Now take the battery and very carefully put it back in place. Take the back plate, carefully slide it back into place. And then take the first of the two bottom screws and carefully put it back in place. And then lock it down. Now the biggest question here is not how long the new battery will last. It can't be any worse than the battery that was in there. The question is, will this actually start? So let's find out. And we've got an iPhone 4S. Running iOS 7. So there you have it for under $15, a few pieces of equipment, a little bit of time, a little bit of luck, a little bit of patience, and I've taken my iPhone 4S, given it a brand new lease on life, and now I can actually be using this rather than turning it on and waiting for it to run down in just a few seconds.